I could just talk to a random stranger and call them text. And it's fine. Yeah, like, hey, cousin, how's it going? Cousin, cousin.
How about you?
It seems like everything should be read out loud. It's always better in my mind. There's more emotion and
So I won't say I don't understand intersectional, but I don't share it to the extent that it's really because like one England is like English are the enemies of language. Like without my opinion, them and the Welsh, like they're just horrible people. So I grew up singing IRAs. I wish I was good at Irish culture. The terrorists were London does have a lot of things. I just feel like the countryside of Ireland is very sweet to me. We also have cobblestones. But no, it's not. It's very different. I wish it would drink with an Irish Northern Ireland. So, here we go.
They're more than
Remember the thrill when we said, I will, and exchanged a forever I do? But willing and doing and seeing it throughing got hard, but real me meant real you.
It really was great when we went on a date. We'd hold hands, you'd gaze in my eyes. We'd sit and chat about this and that. All the time, maintaining disguise.
For you did not see the really real me, and I hid all the things that brought shame. My vision was blurred because it never occurred to think you might do the same.
Our sweet honeymoon, it ended too soon. As those secrets came to light. First, my elation, then all expectation faded like shadows at night.
I saw in your eyes the slow demise of your love and respect for me. Soft gaze became glare, screaming, I don't care! One jot how you think life should be.
Our lives became bleak. We began not to speak, Reality fractured our bed. I couldn't believe or even conceive of the hideous monster I'd wed.
Insult and ignore turned to full-scale war, and the bullets were bitch and grouse. From our ice-cold hearts, we threw poisoned darts aimed directly at our spouse.
Gone is the thrill when we said I will, in exchange to forever I do. For willing and doing and seeing it through are impossible living with you.
So here we stand, our marriage in hand. We must choose what our future will be. We want only the best for the young in our nest. The one thing on which we agree.
We could ride the storm, accept the new norm, play camouflage on our strife, tell friends all is well in this outpost of hell, so our kids have a two-parent life.
We could, of course, get a divorce. Have lawyers get rich on our dime. Or we swallow our pride, set anger aside, and reconcile one more time.
Here at the brink, it's hard to think how we slipped into marriage malaise. If we try once more to leave angst at the door, is there hope for happier days?
Remember the thrill when we said I will? In exchange to forever I do? And willing and doing and seeing it through and put a wrench between me and you.
One of the rules of theatre is to start the second act on an upbeat. Thank you, Mr. Graves. I think we managed it, don't you? Oh, yes. Anything to say? No? Good. Okay. He's a Brit. What can you expect? Did it come out the way you expected it?
That was very different. I expected more hysterics and whatever else, but that was powerful.
We can get your hysterics, you guys are wrong!
Sorry. Sprayed you, did I? One of the problems with the front row, you find. Oh, I've come over all unnecessary now. Really, that's interesting because actually there are about 17 different ways that we could have played that. And we talked about it, and it was like, these two are hardened actors. They've been around a while, in case you didn't realise. I was saying, oh, I don't think you could do it. Well, you could, and they said, okay, and did this. So, but it's like, it is. It's amazing how many different interpretations there can be on that. From starting off with the, oh, isn't it fun, we're all married and lovely and wonderful, oh, no, we're not, to, oh God, we're going to get divorced. But anyway, fascinating. Any statements for anybody? No? Anybody crying? Got me going, I'll tell you, it really did. It was astounding. There you are. Let's move on, I suppose. Right. It's all about beating the odds. You've got to be smart. None of this strong arm stuff. Is that what they got you for, kid? Strong arm? Nah. Copying some lady's handbag, that's kid stuff. What are you going to get? Some credit card they've probably already stopped at $50. And there's always somebody around watching. How'd you get caught? Yeah, I knew it! Right down the Earl stairs in the hands of a waiting cop. Let me tell you, there are better ways. I've been around and I know. When I was young like you just hit them over the head, smash and run. Now I use my brain. Let me tell you, I calculated this caper. Every possibility was planned like a machine. Like those old guys in the park with a chessboard. They know what they're thinking before you do. Well, I know people, kid, and I know my job. I'm not some clumsy, half-assed criminal. I'm a break-in artist. Here, I'll walk you through it. You'll learn something. When you're planning an heist, you start with location. You know, you hear it from all those money people. Location, location. Well, if you want a burglary with lots of money and good odds, you need a neighbourhood with old people. You laughing? Well, don't laugh. Listen. They're scared, confused. Don't run fast. I love old people. I wanted Polish. No, I've got nothing against them. I wanted Polish because they work hard. Yeah, save a lots of money and don't speak much English. Most of them Polish got some little envelope somewhere with cash they've been saving since they got here. Just what I'm looking for. Ever heard of Norwood Park? Nice, blue-collar neighbourhood. Little brick houses side by side, no gangs. Perfect place for a no-hassle break-in. Next, you've got to dress the part. It's sort of like acting on TV. Old people are always looking out of their windows. Don't give them nothing to look at. They've got to think you're just an ordinary guy. I wear gym shoes, them basketball ones, so if they see the tracks, they'll think a kid did it. And a windbreaker that I caught from some guy that says, Joe's Plumbing. I put all my tools in a metal box, a plumber's box. I look real official. Okay, so when are you going to do it? Are you paying attention? I think so. What are you looking around for? Someone coming to get you out of here? The trouble with you kids nowadays. Don't listen. So, you want to be in this business, you've got to learn, or you'll be stuck all your life making small change and doing long time. Now, we're getting right down to the gist. Yesterday's job. Everything careful and all thought out. It should have gone like clockwork. I waited till the 4 o'clock senior special at the Polish buffet. Then I went looking for an empty house. Just a little dark, so I checked those houses where there's no light. Or better, a light in the kitchen that's been left on to scare robbers. Careful people like that, more likely to have a little stash squirreled away someplace. I come to this perfect place, right on the corner. So, neighbours inside. I walk right up like I had the right to be there. The back door's an easy open. You know, kid, that's something you should learn. How the Jimmy locks. Just take a credit card and a little sensitivity in the fingers. Comes in useful. I always leave the door unlocked. You want to make it seem like you just walked in with permission or something. Place is spotless. Almost too clean, like nobody's ever lived there. So I'm thinking maybe they didn't go out for dinner. Maybe they're on vacation or something. I got a feeling my odds of cleaning this place out just shot up. Like having a ticket on a filly you just got the dope on. Trouble is, my car is too far away, so I got to leave the TV and they don't have no computer. Anyways, I go upstairs and check out the master bedroom. I'm poking around under the mattress, under the bed, in the dresser, in the closet. Oh, forgot to tell you, I'm wearing these gloves. Yeah, I get them from a buddy. Yeah, he works at the deli counter at Jewel. So they're nice and thin but sensitive. Yeah. So I'm looking and looking, and what do you know? Pay dirt! It's nothing but a little plastic box, but it's stuffed with papers and cash. All wrapped up nice and tidy. And it's not just tens, it's hundreds. I feel like doing a little jig of happiness right there. Oh, then what the hell? I hear a noise downstairs. I stick the box next to a pair of shoes on the floor in the closet and I go into the bathroom. Now, first thing, I take the hook off the plunger so nothing flushes. Right? Then I get on my knees and look busy. I hear heavy feet coming upstairs. When I look up, I'm looking at the belly of the biggest cop I've ever seen. Odds, kid, odds. I should have remembered. I mean, half the punks in Norwood grow up to be cops, and what's not born there moves in there. But this cop looks dumb, so I ain't too worried. What are you doing in my bathroom? He says, suspicious like. Some lady called me from here to tell me that the toilet didn't work. I'm fixing it. Yeah, well, there's nobody living here right now, so nobody could have called you. We just buried my mum. She hasn't been out of the hospital for 2 weeks. I could see a tear just starting in the corner of his eye. If I hadn't been on my knees, I might just have thrown my arm round him. I've got feelings, you know. My ma's not been too well herself. Sorry, sir, but I don't know who called. I just know my boss told me to get out here and fix the toilet. See here, she don't flush. See? He sighs. See, he's given up. Maybe it was my sister or my aunt. The family's been clean. Hurry up with what you're doing. We're having a stipend downstairs, and we don't need a lot of noise up here. He goes back downstairs, thump, thump. And I take a few more bolts out until there's no way this is going to be able to get going again. I'm just ready to tell him I need an extra part. Oh, remember those words, kids. Get you out of a lot of difficult situations. When I hear more footsteps coming up. These are lady feet, fast and determined. I get a little worried. Maybe it's the aunt. But no, it's a girl about 40. Makeup, nice dress, sweater with those big floppy pockets, good figure. She's carrying a plate with dumplings on it. They yell for all your trouble. Don't worry about us. You just take all the time you need. I give her a big smile. My stomach's growling and my mouth's already watering. I didn't have no lunch and I'm hungry. So I'm sitting on the floor eating dumplings by the toilet and I hear these noises in the bedroom. I crane my neck around the door and that she'd left half open and see her in the closet right by my plastic box of cash. Damn! Then I hear this little gasp and I know. I push open the door and come up on her face to face. You ain't no relative. Is this your gig, coming to wakes and taking whatever ain't nailed down? She walks up to me holding the box. Standing so close, I can see the wrinkles under the makeup. She's looking straight at me with eyes that have no lights in them. I can tell she's been around. Catch me and I'll scream. I notice we're about the same size and she looks like she works out. Okay. Back off a little, I don't want no trouble. Maybe we could cut a deal here. So, making this short, we agree to split the cash. She noted around some more, and being a lady, she finds the jewellery. I don't usually take that stuff, it's too hard to fence. You never get what it's worth. But there's one necklace that's so fine. Oh, it's like pearls and maybe even diamonds and some green stones, like I said, really fine. Well, she drops it in my toolbox and we decide that I'll go down first and give them that line about the part and then she'll follow a few minutes later. So I push all the loose toilet parts in the corner, pack up my toolbox, put on my plumber's face and go down the stairs. See me coming. You done? No, I'll have to come back tomorrow and need another part. Then I just feel a shove in my back and I'm down the stairs on my face. When I come to, my tools and the cash and that damn necklace are all over the floor and the cop has a gun directly between my eyes. Broad's nowhere inside. Tell you what, kid, even when you thought of everything, even when you're an old career con like me, even if you think you know it all, if there is just a little sliver of possibility, sometime it's that damn twist of life, and you just can't beat the odds. Good luck, kid. Thank you. This is the piece that started all this, actually. I was asked if I would read it into a camera, and the way that worked was funny in itself, because dear Randy has this habit of sort of arriving one day and setting stuff up and saying, I'll just take this, and let's just do this, and would you mind speaking? Okay, I'll speak. We'll just do this. And so what we had was that on a screen, and I read it. And that's what you saw. It was the first take. It was like as it was. It was like, there you are, that'll do. Off you go. Have fun. And so we got, sorry, that's what you got. Okay. I don't know if it's grown at all, but it was very fun. And the interesting thing I thought about it, and I've read this several times, you can well imagine, it's listen to me. It's written, gee, it's written for a Cockney. It's written for a Brit. I mean, did you see what I mean? There was a couple of things in there, like Broad. We don't say Broad, you know, unless you're going to the east coast of England. You know, the Broads are out there. They're actually sort of waterways. Broads. It might be that here, I suppose, really. I don't know. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Well, it's got a place called Broadstairs. I don't know what that means. I'd like to try it, actually. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So it just felt right to be done as a Cockney. Now somebody said to me, but you can't do that. I mean, he said, talks about coming down the L, and so I live here. He lives here. You know, so it's like we do, and the places I rob, they're much better than these. So I'll stop speaking. Anyway, what did you think? Let's go back to you.
I think you're wonderful.
Okay. What about me? Sorry, dear. Well, a fan. I'm going home with her. That's great. You enjoyed it as it was read. Okay. What do you think, people? Is that how? Do you think it was good like that?
Yes.
Again, the wording was such that it has to be done monologue style, because there are a lot of words in it. Sorry about the accents, but that's the way it goes. But there are a lot of pieces where people speak, but not enough to warrant actors saying, "Oh, I'm going to do this down and bye," and it just doesn't sort of work that way. So that's what we selected, or what I chose to do. I'll shut up unless you've got anything to say, because it's your talk back. No? Sorry, lovely. I know I am. Okay, so something happens next. Bye.
No, I kind of like crying.
That's a weird thing to say.
Well, you weren't saying anything.
So you say I kind of like to cry?
I didn't say I kind of like to cry. I said I like crying.
So you like when other people cry?
I like that we can.
What brought this up?
Well, it's about to rain.
So this is about God? That's what I've been told rain is, God crying.
So have I, but I don't buy it. If God cried, why would he let his tears get down here?
Then why does rain make you think of crying?
Well, I think rain is our tears, the ones people never cry.
What?
Yeah, the sky has to cry them for us. Rain is compensative.
The sky cries Because we don't?
Not crying is the saddest thing in the world.
I don't get it.
Have you ever been to a movie?
Yes, I've been to a movie.
And was it a full theater, packed with people who hadn't seen it yet?
You mean like a midnight premiere?
Yeah, perfect. Or at least within the first day or two, where no one has seen the movie yet, but it has to be a good movie.
Okay.
So there's a really funny moment, and everybody laughs at the same time.
Wait, weren't you talking about crime?
It's not an obligatory laugh. Like, you know, the part coming up is supposed to be funny, so you laugh along with it. You're not doing it because you want to laugh, you're doing it because you can't help it. It just happened, and everyone else is doing it too. So it sort of merges into one super laugh. It's organic.
What makes laughter organic?
And then the ending comes, and right before the credits, you realize that just shared an experience with a bunch of people without having to say or do anything.
I don't follow.
You know how everyone waits a few seconds with the screen goes black between the end and the credits? There's just this innate rule that you're not supposed to get up or make a sound. And that's what I like. Everyone waits so that experience can last just a second longer. And that's why it has to be a good movie, so no one is rushing to get out. So they just wait for a second, and if you're lucky, people clap.
And this makes you laugh or cry?
Does it matter?
Well, we were talking about how